Hey guys, Bolt here. We're here for something that I thought of over my vacation because there wasn't a lot to do. It was kind of just meant to relax. But we watched Courage, the Cowardly Dog Show, starring Courage. So I won't lie, this video was something we were supposed to do a mobile game today. But the next few weeks, Friday, we'll be returning to the stories of the Lost Pages. Oh, come on. Oh, I got a pencil in there. That's why. The Lost Pages here is a notebook that I've had for some time. Some of you might recognize it because it is a Game Theory merch. This was one of my first few things I ever bought for merch from any YouTuber. But anyways, this is where I started my summaries and stuff. And I should continue to put it from in here, but this has been used not as much as I'd like, but we do have a new story. We have a reimagining / my version of Dragon Ball being written in here. So Friday we'll be going over the OG Dragon Ball story, returning to the Lost Pages. So anyways, that's what I've been doing. That's why this is coming out here on Wednesday. But anyways, back to Courage. So I'm probably going to make this 10 minutes, maybe less. So Courage nowadays is one of the better of Cartoon Network's, literal Hall of Fame is on there. And it's for a good reason, because this is one of the best made series for the time it came out and up to today. This was something that, as a kid, you'd be scared because monsters and all that aren't something you're taught to deal with. But the thing that this show completely goes over is, it's a lot of moral-based stuff. In one episode, there's someone who is not visually good to look at, but Courage is the only person to show him kindness on top of, Muriel, of course, once he brings him into the house. Muriel sort of showing kindness, but everyone else rejects him, and it's just, he is such a very talented foe with bells and athletics, but he is just, his appearance is something that not a lot of people is accepting of, which is the classic don't judge a book by its cover. And you should accept someone for who they are, but not what they look like. And there's a lot of stories in here that are like that, where there is, I think it was the Sleep King who just couldn't sleep, and he took Muriel's sleep energy or whatever, but Courage comes in and basically just says, you just need something to change the way you sleep. So it's instead of taking from others to make yourself feel better, you should figure out why you're the way you are, why some things have changed, why you don't feel a certain way. This is the perfect actual, a big thing a lot of us, Zennials complain about, millennials, Zennials, and a little bit of older millennials complain about. I think Gen X is on top of this as well. But we don't teach morals in cartoons anymore. All it is stupid jokes. There's nothing to learn from a show anymore. It's just lights, cameras, and fart jokes. It's no longer action, teaching kids right from wrong, and it's dumb because it also like Family Guy's intro is probably one of the biggest things is just violence and language and sex on TV is your biggest like motivators for shows anymore. There's nothing to actually like go through it, which even like Family Guy makes that as a joke anymore, but they used to actually like Peter would eventually get time with Meg and his other kids and actually make relationships with them. There was actual arcs in Family Guy. I think there's a few episodes here and there nowadays, but there used to be a lot more back then. And that kind of strengthens my point about Courage. But Courage, I don't think there's a single... That's a lie. I was going to say a single episode that I didn't like. There were a few of them that were just like... The person that was the villain of the story, because it's very episodic, they had no actual good motivation. Let's see. Like, there's the people that are evil to be evil, like, what's his name? I keep wanting to say Chaz from Hell of a Boss, but, the Fox, Jews, it's been only a week or two, man. What the heck? But he just like, hey, I want money. And if others suffer for it, oh well. I'm willing to make that sacrifice. But, there's a few other people that are just the way they are. But another lesson that Courage explains is misunderstandings. All you have to do is stick around, ask questions, and like, yes, you should still go with your instincts and try to avoid people that are strangers and, are acting estranged. But like, it was the pig butcher who would make hamburger statues out of his customers. And Courage always thought the wife was trying to eat him, or they were trying to prep him, which I think they did joke around that she actually meant to eat him, but it sounded like she was just very happy to see a dog. She loves dogs. But yeah, it's just, there's a lot of lessons in this show. There's a lot of funnies. Like, it's classic Disney / Pixar where they have, like, underlining adult jokes that, my age was like, whoa. But, I've thoroughly enjoyed this as a series. It's still one of my top 10s. I'll have to eventually make like a tier list or a top like 20 cartoons list. But I know Courage is gonna be top 10. Him and Scooby-Doo are Scooby-Doo will be my number one. I'll tell you this right now. Scooby-Doo is my number one, even though some episodes are slow and the original series isn't as entertaining from your first watch. Because you notice the breaks in the show and the slow planning. But it's just, I just liked Scooby-Doo because it was, if you guys don't know, on this channel we've been doing Nancy Drew for a while. Nancy Drew was my family, like, game night, and that mysteries was the way we, like, thought together, started, like, being able to read each other's, kind of mood and all that, and Scooby-Doo kind of was like, hey, mystery solvers, hey, can you figure out the villain before the gang does? That was why it got me going, and then also just Scooby's humor is one of my is like classic humor for me. I think Scooby-Doo, Where Are You, and Pup Named Scooby-Doo is probably the only ones that of the Scooby-Doo franchise that beat this. Everyone else is like, meh. I mean, Mystery Incorporated is still pretty good in my eyes, but it might go on par with Courage. But anyways, yeah, Courage. If you guys want to see this, I would suggest it. It is one of the yeah, you know, if you're a big Christian, I wouldn't do it because, you know, it goes over demons and stuff. But, you know, it's very entertaining, and it would teach a lot of your, like, 8 to preteen lessons while they're growing up. And, you know, it's just a nice series when you're an adult to watch. But anyways, I have to go get ready for some stuff work-related, but Courage, in my eyes, is a 5-star, 10 out of 10 series. While there are little moments, but every show does have little moments that, you know, makes it imperfect. But just like one of the final episodes, or probably the final episode of this show, you're not perfect. No one is perfect. But anyways, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.